Greetings from our group. Today we're going to discuss these topics with 20 slides. And as an introduction, my name is Christine Joy Mendoza, and I'll be the one who will be explaining these basic terms that will serve as your guide on our report. Let's start! Company cost of capital. Make sure you have your yellow paper with you so that you can take notes. Maybe 80% of you have an idea what this phrase means, but for the sake of the 20%, and before we go through, let's start first with the question, what is capital? It is the money or wealth needed to produce goods and services. Alright, so say for example in this case here, let's say you wanted to put up a store. So you need money so that you can buy products to sell in the store, so that you can buy uniform for the store, and etc. So the money you spend to start the business is called capital. The next question is, where does capital come from? Well, there are two usual places where you can get capital. The first way is to borrow money from the bank. So sometimes you don't have enough money to put things up, so you borrow money, and this is called debt. And another one, or the next main source, is when the owners or investors, such as you yourselves or your friends, your company, put your own money into your business. So this is called equity. Take note of that. Two resources of capital: debt, money borrowed from bank; equity, money from you or from people or investors. Any questions? Yes, you.
What if business is debt-free business? Does it still have cost in capital?
Consider, in a debt-free company, you need only consider common stock of calculating the firm's cost capital. And according to the previous reportings, CAPM is used to determine the returns that the investor expects from the company's common stocks. Put it in another way, this is the return that investors expect from the company's existing assets in operation. If, however, most of companies have debts, this means that the company cost of capital is the weighted average of the returns demanded by both the debt and equity investors. So, do you understand? Okay. Next question? Yes.
Why does an equity will give us money for free?
Of course not. These debts and equity will not give us money for free. We are expecting a return, and this return is a cost of us. And this may be referred to as the cost of capital. So you should know that the cost of capital refers to the opportunity cost of making a specific investment. It is the rate of return that could have been earned by putting the same money into different investment with equal risk. Thus, the cost of capital is the rate of return required to persuade the investors to make a given investment. Take a note of that. Remember, debt plus equity is capital structure. So is that easy? Oh, it's easy. Again, this is Christine Joy Mendoza reporting cost of capital, slides 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Shaina Navarro, and I will report the company cost of capital and WACC. Capital structure of Cabugao Electric Company. Debt, 186 million, 30%. Equity, 434 million, 70%. So para makuha yung total value, add lang yung debt sa equity. Okay. 186 million plus 434 million is equal to 620 million. So next, Cabugao Electric Company. The company is considering a 30 million expansion project that is expected to give a perpetual after-tax of 4,500,000 annually. The projected rate of return is, so para makuha yung projected rate of return, i-divide lang yung 4,500,000 sa 30 million. So magiging answer is 0.15 or 15%. So the projected rate of return is 0.15 or 15%.
We've learned that asset is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity. But now we are going to discuss that value is equals to debt plus equity. Yung debt utang, tapos yung value, yung asset, parang ganun din, pinagkaiba lang yung variable na ginamit. Tapos, to calculate the rate of return, the formula would be value is equals to rate, yung pero debt times utang plus yung rate ng equity. Ano ba yung spelling na ito? Ulit times equity. Yung given, yung rate ng debt is 8%. So, i-ano natin yan sa decimal, 0.08 times yung given na utang, 186 million, plus yung rate ng equity, which is 14%, tapos ipa-transpose ulit natin siya into decimal, times yung given na equity, which is 434 million. Equals, tapos i-ano mo lang siya. Susundin mo lang yung instruction. Yung magiging sagot dito is 14,800,000 plus 16,760,000. Yung sagot naman. Tapos, yung sagot ay 75,640,000. That's all. Thank you. Number 6 naman, pinapakita lang kung ano yung rate ng asset.
Wala na. Kanin.
Is equals to total income
Finalize na yun. Kanina, ano din mo na ba?
over total budget equals
Dami sa narinig mo, ang dami pang...
rate ng equity
Wala ko yun. Pero mo
Time.
alam kung...
equity over value. Tapos, yung rate naman ng is equals to rate ng debt over value plus rate ng equity times equity over value. That's all. Thank you.
Weighted Average Cost Capital or WACC, a way of estimating the company cost of capital, incorporates an adjustment for the taxes a company saves when it borrows. So here's the problem. Support a company uses only debt and internal equity to enhance its capital budget and uses CAPM or Capital Asset Price and Model to compute its cost of equity. Company estimated that WACC is 12%, the capital structure is 75% debt and 25%. Internal equity before tax cost of debt is 12.5% and tax rate is 20% raised. Free rate is RRF equals 6% and market risk premium. Market risk RRF equals 8%. So, what is the bet of the company? Then, ito yung answer ko. 0 is to 12 equals 0 is 75, open parenthesis, 0 is to 125, then open parenthesis, 10 is 20 10 is to 20 plus 0 is to 25 risk of equity. Then risk of equity is 18%. Then 18% equals RRF plus market risk RRF close parenthesis is 18% equals 6% plus open parenthesis 8% is equals to 1:5.
Capital structure. Loan ng bank debit. Yung interest, bumababa, tumataas. However, yung bank na nagpapautang, syempre, alam nyo lang sure na mababayaran yung utang mo. Long-term spend. Mataas yung interest into 9%. Yung bond offer is 8%. Interest and 12 bonds. Kunyari, ang formula. Ang ganun pala yun.
Ang galing.
Given na utang. Ito. Ito yung given na rate. Umalis na, di ba? Wala ko yung sabihin sa akin. Bakit? Ito tayo. Sige, ilagay mo na hanggang 12. Bale, ang kada year magtataas siya ng sa 12 years. Ang total niya is
Borax Beta, is 0.85. The risk-free interest is 6%. Market risk premium is 9%. So, yung tatlong to is given sila. So, kukuhain natin yung cost of equity. And this is the formula. So, the risk-free natin is 6% plus 0.85 which is the beta, and the risk-free interest and the market risk premium is 9%.
6% plus 0.85 times 9%. And the answer is 0.1365 or 1.365%.
Calculating WACC. So the formula for WACC is, for computing the WACC is debt times 1 minus tax rate times market risk premium plus times equity or the common stock times the cost of equity. So applying this to the Borac mining, we have 24.3%, which is the debt, and then 1 minus 35%, which is the tax rate, and 9% for the market risk premium. And the 75.7% is the equity or the common stock times the cost of equity, which is 13.65%. So computing that, we'll have 11.75%, which is the weighted average cost of capital in Borac mining.
Interpreting WACC. Mistakes when using WACC. If the company adds more debt, the lenders will demand a higher interest rate on the additional loans. It means na pag nagtaas daw yung company ng uutangin niya, so yung nagpapautang sa kanya, magdedemand ng mas mataas na interest sa susunod na uutangin niya. Since the debt has increased, the risk for common stocks will also increase, so investors will now demand a higher return. So kung nagtaas na yung interest rate na hinihingi or demand na nagpapautang, yung mga investors, magdademand din sila ng higher demand or magdademand sila na itaas din yung ibabalik sa kanilang pera. Two costs involved when you borrow money. First, the explicit cost. An explicit cost represents clear, obvious cash outflows from a business that reduce its bottom line profitability. This contrasts with less tangible expenses. Example of this is our wage expense or rent and lease cost. Implicit cost. An implicit cost is any cost that has already occurred but it is not necessarily shown or reported as expenses. Example, the loss of interest income of funds and depreciation of machinery for a capital project. This is the main differences between the two costs. Implicit costs are opportunity costs, while explicit costs are expenses paid with a company's own tangible assets.
The asset is 620,000. And the liability. Liabilities and equity. The debt and equity. The debt is 260,000 million and equity is 354 million.
para mag-balance lang siya, ipapupress lang yung 260 million and 354. So, 620 million. Kulang siya. Yan, sagot.